Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Wrath of the Righteous with me, Bring It On. Let's enter the abandoned mansion.
There's something here.
Ask nicely. Might be trap, might be treasure. This is my kind of work. My tail is twitching. Must be a sign.
Interesting. I'm gone.
You just take your time, Bismuth. Voetiel is waiting for you in the main hall of the mansion. The spikes on his powerful shoulders and back bulge out violently. I knew the spawn of Ygefeles would come to gaze at his inheritance. Pathetic, stupid nobody. You'd think you'd be lucky a second time. Run, little tiefling. Run away and don't stop. And maybe you'll survive a little longer. But I'll still find you, no matter where you run. Now suck your eyes out of their sockets like grapes from their skins. Think I was just lucky, you lizard? I had the chief with me then. And now I don't even need the chief to kick your butt. I came for my inheritance, for my power. And when I get it, we'll see who's laughing then. Woljif looks back at you and whispers, I think I went a bit too far there. You reckon he'll kill me quickly after that? And the thing I just said about not needing you, I was just saying it. I didn't mean it, so don't get any ideas. Why are you so eager to destroy Woljif? He hasn't done anything to you. He and Ygefeles are all guilty before my mistress by virtue of their very birth. Lady Hepzibah, the strongest child of Baphomet, understand her unworthy brothers and sisters, because she alone should stand before the throne of her father, the Lord of Labyrinths. I'll tell you how Ygefeles was killed, you pile of refuse. And this story will be the last thing that you hear. No one can escape from Mistress Hepzibah. Ygefeles tried. At first he settled down here, in Alushanira. He thought that in the lands of Nocticula, no one would get him. Ha. I found him for my mistress. When he sensed me, he locked himself in his treasure room like a cowardly rat, not wanting to accept his inevitable death. I carved through his henchmen and reached his hiding place. The bones of those who did not have time to flee crunched beneath my feet. I tore down the doors of the treasure room, pretending to myself that I was ripping apart the pathetic coward. But inside, I found only a corpse. Oh, my lady was so pleased. But the demon's small eyes squint suspiciously. I knew something was wrong. The corpse lay in front of me, but I felt sure that Ygefeles had escaped. I tortured his servants until they revealed the secret of the Moon of the Abyss. I made them search every corner, but the moon was gone. How many years I searched for it, and then I found not only it, but this tiefling as well. Lady Hepzibah will reward me when I bring her the horned skull of a defective spawn that dishonors the blood of Baphomet. And she will reward me twice over when I reveal the escape of that scum Ygefeles. Is Woljif a descendant of Baphomet himself? Yeah, so you're telling me I'm related to old Baphomet. How'd that happen? Lord Baphomet conceived many demons, many bastard children unworthy of their father. One of them was Ygefeles, who made his way to Glarian. His blood, and hence the blood of Baphomet, flows into you, tiefling. Lady Hepzibah will destroy all who defile the purity of this blood. Hold on. So does this mean that you're telling me... When you were telling me all those tall tales about actually being a prince of a faraway land, you're actually telling the truth? Looks like it. Go figure. Woljif shakes his head in disbelief. I mean, I thought I was lying, but turns out I tripped over the truth without even knowing it. You sure did. Tila grins. I seem to recall you wangling. It's probably supposed to be wrangling. 10 coins out of me, promising to repay me with heaps of gold once you found your family and got your inheritance. Well, it's time to pay up. Thing is, my family's still alive and kicking, see? Why don't we revisit this topic once we're not under threat of a slow and painful death? What is this Moon of the Abyss? Ask the tiefling if Ygefeles left the moon for him. He should know the answer. Nobody explained nothing to me. I don't even know why it's so important. Why does nobody ever tell me anything? I don't even know who this Ygefeles guy is. My grandpa? My great-grandpa? My uncle? Voetiel howls with laughter. Stupid tiefling. You don't even know why you are going to die. The demon that caused you to be born will also be the cause of your death. How did you know that Woljif was coming here? I was informed that the tiefling I was searching for had set foot in the streets of Elutionira. Where else would he go but to the mansion of his ancestor looking for treasure? The shadow brought me here. The shadow should have known you were here, because it always protects me from you. But why didn't it warn me? Could you just take the Moon of the Abyss and leave me and Woljif alone? Voetiel laughs hoarsely. I'll take the Moon of the Abyss, yes. But I'm in no hurry, and you're going nowhere. Skewered on the edge of my spike, that's where you belong, just like your friend, and everyone else who decides to intercede on his behalf. I'll make a goblet of your skull and bring it to my mistress. If that counts as leaving you alone, then you have peace aplenty. Ha ha ha. Attack. Enough talk.
Can we retreat already?
Don't hold back!
Oh, we're tired. Lobby. Rah! Revenge on Hepsimira and her henchmen. A gigantic demonic shadow separates from Woljif, and menacingly hangs in the air. At times it seems to grow, as if the atmosphere of the abyss is feeding it and giving it additional strength. Woljif. The voice of the shadow is deep and low, and it seems to penetrate the mind, enveloping and replacing any other thoughts. My heir. Woljif freezes as if under some spell. Grandpa. Your honor. I don't know what to call you. I've never had a grandpa like this before. And no, and I always knew it was your shadow. You're my guardian demon, huh? Huh. Well, why not? I always knew I was special. A prince or something. And this is the chief. You should get to know each other. Chief, this is my grandpa. Not even demon, but the shadow of a demon. You're pathetic. Ygefeles' voice is a low growl. But I am alive. Now I outlive everyone who wanted my death. Now that my heir is here, we will take revenge on all those who have wronged us. Ygefeles' voice softens as he addresses Woljif. Are there many such wrongdoers, Woljif? Yes, I see. I know. Every wrong has been another step leading you to this moment. You've endured everything. You're worthy of great power, my grandson. Woljif looks at you in confusion, and for some reason, he doesn't look happy. I endured. What? Is that really it? I really did it. Is this how it goes when you want something for a long, long time, and then bam, here it is? Nah, that doesn't happen. There's gotta be something. Something you're not saying, Gramps. Look, I don't want to rub you the wrong way, you know? But something's not making sense here. Right, Chief? What do you want from Woljif, Ygefeles? I want my grandson to accept my power and become a continuation of me. Tell me, Woljif, do you want to ascend to the top of the world and rule it? If I combine my powers with your resourcefulness, the Abyss will submit to us, and all those who've wronged us will be punished. Are there many such wrongdoers, Woljif? Yet, we just read this part. Yes, I see, I know. And every wrong has been another step leading you to this moment. You've endured everything. You're worthy of great power, my grandson. I'm worthy. Yeah, but I didn't even do anything. Listen, Grandpa. I understand you've been holed up in that crystal for a long time, so you probably don't know me well. I just steal here and there, trade a little. I've never done anything special, you know? Maybe I'm not worthy at all. Maybe you're just wrong. What if later you turn around and say, "Why'd I go and give you that power, you useless idiot?" No, I'm not mistaken. I foresaw your birth. I foresaw that you would come here. You're exactly what I need, Woljif, and no one can replace you. How did you survive? Thanks to Eridan. Ygefeles gives a low chuckle that rumbles like distant thunder. I do not know if you remember the times when prophecies were not just heaps of useless words, but I do remember. You see, I'm the son of Baphomet. I don't think you need an explanation of who he is. Baphomet conceived many children, but my sister Hepzibah wanted to be the only one. She marked us for death and hunted us down quite successfully. I did not want to be among her victims. I hid in Alushanira, but I knew it wouldn't last long. In the end, I decided to learn my future. Forewarned is forearmed. I was able to acquire all the knowledge I needed about my future self after many rituals. I saw a vision of how I'd put a crystal like a dark moon into a silver setting. I spent a long time trying to understand this vision, and finally, bit by bit, a prophecy came to me. I realized I would have to die in order to live again, that the dark crystal must become my refuge and the receptacle of my powers. I must hide my soul in the crystal, wait for my heir to come to the abyss and free me. This crystal is the moon of the abyss, set within a silver mount. I sent it to Galarian for my grandson. You see, Woljif, I anticipated your birth like no one else. Why did Voetiel dislike you so much? Voetiel. He wanted to curry favor with his mistress and nothing more. But he could not deny his intelligence. Hepzibah was appeased when she saw my head, but he discovered the truth about the moon of the abyss and almost killed Woljif. Hepzibah, the stupid cow, just wants to destroy all her brothers and sisters indiscriminately. But Voetiel, his mind was constantly seeking ways to please her, and this desire aided his efforts. Well, he died pursuing his dream of greatness. Demons don't give something for nothing. What do you want in return? I have only one condition, and it is a very small one. Ygefeles shrinks down to the same size as Woljif. My spirit will enter your body, Woljif. It will hide within you, just as it hid within the crystal, invisible to you and invisible to others. So you sort of want to take over my body. Woljif looks disappointed. Really, Grandpa? I thought better of you. I'm your grandson, you know? You shouldn't treat your grandkids that way. You take care of them. Put up with their hijinks and stuff. Not make puppets out of them. Life has taught you to be too cautious, Woljif. I do not want to take your body. I want to help you. Who were you before you found the moon of the abyss? A pathetic thief from a small town. A coward and a traitor. A boy who was hated by his own mother, driven away from everywhere he went. And now look. Voetiel is dead. Look at all the treasures that are rightfully yours. And this is just the beginning. You'll become the Prince of the Abyss, my grandson. Ygefeles' voice grows lower, more insinuating. As for my living within your body, your success will be my success. I'll only give you advice, as I did in the World Wound, and you'll be free to choose whether or not to listen. However, I see that words will not satisfy you. Let me show you what you will gain if you agree. You say I've been driven away from everywhere, but the chief hasn't chased me off yet. So show him too. So we got into this together, Chief. Actually, it's fine. Forget about it. Do what you want. Show me too. I don't want Woljif to have to face you alone. Ygefeles shows no sign of impatience. But his darkness seems to become deeper, more compelling. What a loyal friend you have, Woljif. But maybe the chief just wants to guide you every step of the way. Maybe he's just afraid that you'll become too independent. Woljif looks to you as if trying to find the answer, but then turns away. I don't know, Gramps. Maybe you're right. But even if the chief mouths off, and if he doesn't do what I like, he's still the best thing that ever happened to me. At least let him take a look. As you wish. Ygefeles begins to grow, his darkness pulsating as it surrounds you, until you're completely enveloped and nothing else can be seen. There is only silence, only darkness, and a soothing voice. Close your eyes. I'll show you what the world will be like when the dark moon of the abyss rises. As the darkness recedes, you realize that you're standing on a deserted street in Canabras. However, to call it standing is an exaggeration. You're a disembodied spirit, and through your transparent body, you can see the walls of neighboring houses. Next to you is a slovenly dressed old woman with a swollen face, her lips pursed unkindly. When she opens her mouth, you hear the velvet voice of Ygefeles. Observe, Commander. Get back here, you little weasel. Gonna steal from us, were you little rat? Demon spawn, I'll throw you into the world wound. A boy of about 10 runs toward you, and as he gets closer, you recognize him as Woljif. He looks scared, and clutches a piece of bread to his chest. Grandma, help me. You said I should take the bread from him. Hide me, Gran. The old woman does not budge. Look at you, Woljif. Small, weak, useless, always blaming others. Always holding them responsible for your failures. You're exactly the same as you always have been. A boy who is so afraid of the world that he hides behind someone else's back. First your grandmother, then the thieflings, then the commander. The boy can't hold back his tears anymore. Gran, why don't you ever help me? You're all I have. They'll beat me, so hide me, please. You will remain this way forever, because you're too cowardly and weak to cope on your own. Only I can free you from this fear. Accept me, accept my power, and destroy your enemies. Come on, do not hesitate. Ygefeles turns to you. Watch, Commander. Once he gets a taste of this power, you'll never be able to sway him again. Woljif, you're not a lonely child anymore. You do not need the powers of a demon. You have powers of your own, and you have my help. Woljif turns to you when he hears your voice, wiping away his tears and sniffing loudly. The illusion vanishes, and he becomes an adult again. Chief, you're here. Let's wipe the floor with them. Me and you fought against demons. What can a bunch of bandits do?
This will be quick. Strike!
Especially since I have a hammer that's bigger than they are.
You should have run!
Get back here. When the darkness dissipates, you find yourself in a familiar basement, the one belonging to the thieflings. Charisma and the others stand across from you as menacingly as they did before. Next to Woljif is you. I thought better of him. And I trusted you. You will never change, Woljif. I wasn't wrong about you after all, Woljif. You are a traitor. I took you into the gang because I heard you were a master lockpicker. I was warned that you were a traitor, but I didn't listen. I took you on, and for what? You've only endangered the family. But I didn't betray you. I only took what belongs to me, right, Chief? It's your fault I've been treated badly. Maybe if you were nicer, I wouldn't have done it. Don't try to be your fast talk on them. It's useless. Deep down, you wanted your chief to appreciate you, and for the thieflings to love you for who you are, so they could really become your family, since your blood relatives never were. But look at yourself. A coward, a thief, a loudmouth, a street rat, and even a demon spawn. Who'd even want to accept you? There's nothing in you worthy of any interest. Take my power, Woljif, and enchant them. They'll praise your name endlessly. You'll bask in their adoration. You can't make them love you. Try to tell them how much the Moon of the Abyss means to you. If they don't understand, remember that I understand. Woljif nods, takes a step toward Charisma. His tail twitches. If I could tell you I took the Moon of the Abyss and stay here with you, I would. But I know I can't. The laws of the family don't work that way. I'm sorry it ended this way, sister. I had fun with you lot. You're the best gang I've had. You were. It doesn't matter if you love me or not. We knew it. You've always been a nasty street rat, and you always will be. Haha. What kind of rubbish are you talking, Woljif? The darkness dissipates again, like in the last illusion. But this time you see not one Woljif in front of you, but two. The second looks at Hepsimira, who is before him. He looks like an exact copy of himself, but something in him has changed imperceptibly. His presence is cold, and there is greatness, like an aura of darkness that vibrates around him. Now look, Commander. No, don't kill me. Have mercy. See what my power bestows. Imprisoned in the crystal, I felt how he called to me, how my magic was changing. I could defeat Hepsimira, even Baphomet himself. With my power, you can easily crush your enemies, and any crusade will seem like a leisurely stroll. Now come, and guide my heir to the right path. Is this what I'll become if I accept your gift, Grandpa? I do look pretty good. His voice still sounds uncertain. Woljif looks back and forth between you and his double. So we need to decide right now. There won't be another chance. Alright, I have to ask the Chief one last time. What do you reckon, Chief? To win, I need you and all the loyal friends I fight alongside. Not deals with demons. Woljif smiles. What's that, Chief? You can't do without my high-quality goods from the best warehouses of the family, huh? You know, life's not bad with you, Chief. Although I've already developed a tick in my tail, after all the adventures we've been through. And all in all, well, what's left to think about? Hey Gramps, I've decided. Woljif tosses the Moon of the Abyss in his hand. This thing's beautiful and expensive, of course, and I'll miss it. But I don't need any suspicious crystals, you know? I'll get rich after this trip, and buy myself some ordinary ones. Any hint of subtle persuasion instantly disappears from Ygefeles' voice. Weak, coward. You give up power, and for what? For human sentimentality. For friendship. You, who never before believed in all those sweet words, allow them to poison your mind. Hey no, Gramps. I've been watching the Chief for a long time. After all the stuff he's done and said, he's never once lied to me. Not ever. He was on my side when nobody else was. And you sat in a medallion and waited for your prophecy to be fulfilled, so you could put me on and wear me around like a little meat vest. Think on it good and hard, Grandpa. Of the two of you, who do you think I trust? Stupid little rat. I thought better of you. Apparently your horns have finally grown through your brain. I have to beat all that nonsense out of you. You will only serve me.
Yet another obstacle.
Alright, we can ignore these copies. Just focus on the big guy here.
Hurt. You've crossed the wrong mongrel. You won't survive me. Did you see that?
Well, that's that, I guess. And I was just getting used to having a grandpa. He's not the type who will teach you how to fish and fill a pipe, you know, but he's alright. Probably even decent for a demon. Not surprising that Gran remembered him well.
Woljif shakes his head slowly, as if waking up from a dream.
But who gives a damn about Grandma? Chief, I mean... Thanks. I don't know why you've treated me so... I'm nothing, you know? Well, look at me and... and you. But it turned out that we're, well... friends? Actually, friends. And you've been there for me. Why are you looking at me? I'm not crying. My voice is like this because my throat's dry. It's dusty in here. That's why my throat's itchy, and my eyes are watering, and my nose is running.
Woljif looks away, his tail twitching slightly. What are you going to do now?
Now? Are you the chief or what? You tell me. You know, I've got a good feeling about our campaign. So far, we've dealt with everything that's been thrown at us together. I'm starting to think the wrong gang was called the Family, you know? I'm with you to the end, Chief. And after the campaign, well, you'll have to live long enough to find out. Let's defeat all the demons and then we'll see.
Woljif smiles. What'll happen to the Moon of the Abyss?
Huh? That's that. But I'll keep the setting. It's nice work. Delicate, and another stone will look better in it. I'll keep it so I don't forget the choice I made, and why. I'll just get it out, look at it, and remember. Ooh, and then if I live long enough to open my own shop, just a thought, you know, I'll put it in a glass case where everyone can see it and drive themselves sick with jealousy.
Woljif uses a dagger to pry the crystal from its setting, tosses it in the air, and then with a blast of magic lightning, shatters it into a shower of tiny fragments. I do think it was a missed opportunity to have the Moon of the Abyss be an equipable item that gave him some sort of buff exclusive to Woljif, or that benefits his class. So you have other narrative items like the Nahindrian Collar from the Battle Bliss. Camelia's Amulet, another one. So it'd be cool if he could have had that, and then maybe, you know, if he made the deal with Ygefeles, it got more powerful after the fact. I've never actually taken the deal with the Ygefeles. Supposedly it changes his portrait. But I'm going to save that for a, evil run. I better get out of here for now.
Well, so long to the old family nest. It's a pity I can't bring this back to Galarian. Well, not all of it. But there is something we can do. Hey, Chief. Let's clean this place out from top to bottom, so not even a speck of gold is left behind.
Woljif looks regretfully around the room.
Might be trap, might be treasure.
Follow if you dare. I'm off.
Aw man, what a weird hidden room. There's hardly any loot in here. But the good stuff is across this chasm. I think I missed it my first run. Maybe I came back to it?
My tail is restless.
I had the item last time. By the way, you come over here for Saboteur. We'll hop back across real quick.
Don't mind me.
Oh, this +4 Caustic Punching Dagger grants its wielder a +10 competence bonus on trickery skill checks. Whenever the wielder successfully disarms a trap, you get a +4 bonus on damage rolls for 5 minutes. Multiple applications of this effect do not stack, but extend the effect's duration. That's pretty good.
I do what I must.
The stone slab is inscribed with small Sarkorian runes. The plaque reads, "Cursed be the demons that destroyed eyes. Cursed be a relay of Voetiel who opened the way for them. And a curse upon you, the demon reading my last words." A fine statue of exquisite workmanship, worthy of decorating the courtyard of a king's castle. The statue of a mummified Merilith is embellished with intricate details. It almost looks like she's about to move. A sinister skull, carefully polished and displayed like a work of art. The plaque reads, "Do not escape the ineluctable prison," but his skull did. The plaque reads, I'm the Memorial of the Reapers. Touch me to read my tale. Writing on the plaque changes. I'm the last king of the Reapers. We're the offspring of the gods. We're granted power over life and death. We maintain balance in the universe. At the zenith of our power, we rose higher than all others. We gazed down upon creation, and we were untouchable. But the other races united in opposition to our purpose. They attacked from all sides and slaughtered us, until none was left. As the day rises and the night falls, we all will move forward to meet our end. I, the memory of the last Reaper King, chained inside this memorial, bear witness to this truth.
I'm gone. Can't hide from me.
Pretty good, aren't I?
We do it my way.
This is my kind of work.
Aha!
Oh, me? My tail is twitching. Must be a sign. Fine. This is my kind of work. Pretty good, aren't I? This is my kind of work.
A Wandering Conman. This cloth grants the wearer a +10 competence bonus to trickery and a +10 competence bonus to athletic skill checks, as well as +2 bonus to attack rolls for attacks of opportunity. Don't want to even stack with anything.
Follow if you dare.
Oh yeah, that reminds me, we never found a way to get into the gladiator chambers at the Battle Bliss to get that other item. Yeah, I swore you used to build a dimension door back there. But maybe they patched it out, or I was doing it wrong. I'm gonna hop back in here real quick. I wanna make sure I didn't miss any loot. We'll check the map. And the next time we'll go visit Velexia. So we get that coin, then we'll head back to the Nexus, speak to both Lan and Woljif. That is Woljif's last quest. Lan still has a quest in Act 5. I do appreciate how every companion's quest line isn't so formulaic. Like some wrap up in Act 4, some wrap up in Act 5, some have less quests than others. Makes it feel a little more natural. And not like they're just checking boxes. Yeah, all of our buffs are starting to wear off. We gotta be a little careful. There are no fights. And the Rapture of Rupture. Or Rupture of Rapture, whatever it is. Oh.
I'm off.
Let me help.
I'm gonna cast this though. This is gonna heal us up and also cure all of our fatigues and exhaustions that we have. So we'll be up to snuff for the next quest. Alright, I'm gonna call it here. Next time we'll enter the Rapture of Rupture and speak to Velexia. And go from there. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.